Yo, 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 yo. Okay. This is the third time I'm trying to do this. But I'm back. Welcome back to the 1214 podcast. Today is November 10th. It's currently 1:37. It's been a little bit since I've last since I've last hopped on, said hello, and I'm sorry for that. But had some things going on, and hopefully I can kind of stick back to a schedule now. So on Friday, today's Tuesday, on Friday, just a few days ago, my roommate got, he tested positive for COVID. So now me and my other two roommates have to be in our dorm room for 2 weeks. So yeah, 10 more days starting today. We can get out the 20th. So far it sucked. But that's okay. I'm going to open this window and keep talking. But, yeah, it's been rough. Has not been much to do. If there's any positives, though, if we want to look at the positives, I can stay ahead and keep up on my work, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not yet. But that's okay. I've been doing, little calisthenic workouts and stuff as well in my room, so staying in shape, not being able to go to the gym is a little bit of a hindrance, but I'm sticking to a routine and I'm increasing it every day, so that's good. And that's really about all the positives. I'm gonna be honest, there's not very many, but that's okay. So there's a lot that I could talk about, I guess. I always get on here having kind of things I want to say, and I just kind of forget as soon as I hit record, and I said that before, but if you've been listening since the beginning, so if you listen to the first 2 episodes, there's been a recurring girl in them all, and I guess if anyone cared about that situation and you wanted to hear what's happening, it's going fine. How I'm dealing with this, how it's different between any other girl I've ever talked to, it's a little different. I'm taking it a lot slower, I guess. There's some kind of this situation that I have to go slower, and I'm not really going to get too much in depth. But partially it's because I'm in quarantine, but that's different. So taking it different, I think it's going well. Make sure to keep you guys updated if anyone actually cares, and if not, well then I'm sorry I just wasted a minute of your time, but we'll move forward. So I've been listening, if you guys know NPR, they do the tiny desk, I don't even, what's the specific, tiny desk concerts. I watched 7 of those yesterday. They're super good. My favorite, Mac Miller. I've just been all over Mac Miller as of recently. I love Mac Miller and all of his work. Rest in peace, Mac. He has if you go to his website, it's not macmiller.com. It's Mac Miller's website. There's a box set. There's a vinyl box set with circles and swimming in circles. And I want to get that. I need to get a record player, but I plan on getting this box set. It's $100. I kind of want to start collecting vinyls. I don't exactly know why, because they're definitely out of style, I guess is the word. They're very, very not common, but I don't know. I think if I had a record player and some cool vinyls and stuff in the future, that'd be sick. And this swimming in circles set has, in 10, 15, 20 years, it'll have a lot of sentimental value. So that's why I want to get it. Yeah, the NPRs, those are, I don't know, they're really entertaining, and it's interesting. Mac Miller's NPR came out a month before his passing, and so it's crazy that, in that video he was just happy-go-lucky singing incredible music, and then a month later he's gone. So always got to make sure that you cherish what's happening. And I think all of us can take a page, not exactly from his book, but just in general. You just need to cherish what you have, and you never know, when it's gone, and you can never get that back. So you have to live every day like it's your last. And I want to be honest, I know I can work on that, and I can definitely live more fully, I guess. But I'll get there. I'm working on it. So that's that. That kind of turned a little sappy, but that's okay. In other news, does anyone play fantasy football? And if so, you have Christian McCaffrey. Oh my God, Christian McCaffrey is just a bulldozer of a player. He's back after like 7-8 weeks of injury, and he went off. If you play fantasy, you'll know what I mean. If you also play fantasy, you'll know my heartbreak, my injury-ridden team. Okay, so I'm in 2 leagues. One of them, it's just not looking good. Saquon Barkley, he's out for the season. He was my very first overall pick. Nick Chubb, he was my 2nd-round pick. He's out for at least a few more weeks. The people that I was in this league with they weren't the most knowledgeable in fantasy football, so the way that I tried my drafting strategy did not work with them. And so it actually kind of screwed me over in the long run, because they drafted quarterbacks super early, and I waited, so I got kind of bad. I kind of got screwed over on the quarterback side. But Justin Herbert is now on my team. If you look at his profile picture, he looks like he's a junior in high school. But that's okay, because he's really good at this little game of football. So I just spit on my. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, fantasy is a love-hate thing for me, because obviously if you win, you love it. If you lose, you hate it. And there's really, it's fantasy, so what's there to lose except $5 that I bought into in this league that I'm in? But that's okay. So that's fantasy football. I love fantasy football. It's great. That's all I've got. I need to. I wrote down these few kind of notes that I wanted to talk about, and I kind of got through them quicker than I thought, which is okay. I'm still kind of. These are definitely trial episodes, quote unquote. I guess you could say they're real episodes. They're going up and you can listen to them, but they're. It's definitely. I definitely got to work on this thing, and over time it'll get better. And so if they're bad, obviously they're going to be bad. You can't be a professional, the day one that you start something. And so that's just working on it, continuing to practice your craft, which is what I'm doing right now as I'm talking into my laptop. It's what I'll do, and it's what I'll continue to do. So I wanted to. That really was it. I guess I could talk about. I'm just scrolling through. Oh my gosh! How could I? Does anyone know this show? If you're like 18 to 20, you'll probably remember this show. You're the most likely to remember this show. Does anyone know the show Mr. Meaty? Yeah, yeah. If you don't remember it, you don't remember it off the name, because I didn't. Look it up. Look up Mr. Meaty. And I don't remember. I don't know. I'd never remembered the name of the show. I was scrolling through my YouTube recommended, and a video about Mr. Meaty popped up, and I had these flashbacks that I never knew were possible. This show it was traumatizing to me as a kid. I remember it. It was I don't know, Mr. Meaty. It's almost like it's a puppet style. 2005. So if you're my age, you're 3 when the show it first aired. So yeah, maybe a little bit older than 20 to 20, so but Mr. Meaty, I don't know. I was just scrolling through my camera roll and I saw that picture, the screenshot I took because I sent it to a bunch of people. I was like, do you remember this show? And they were all like, yeah, but I think they lied. I don't really think they did. But oh my, I'm tripping. Mr. Mayday. Oh. Okay. I don't know what else to talk about. It's okay. This is where we work on it. I definitely need to, I keep saying this, I need to write down things, which I did, but I still cranked through them in like 7 minutes. So I definitely need to work on elaborating more, and having bullet points, because I just wrote down the topic and I just was like, okay, let me just roll with it. Song of the day, I do remember that. If you listened to the last episode, I talked about having a song of the day or week or whatever, song of the episode, I guess. Okay, yeah, I don't know okay, if anyone knows if you know who Still Woozy is, he's, I think he's from the Bay Area, from San Francisco. I don't even know what type of music, I don't even know what kind of music you consider it. If you look it up, it's indie pop, neo soul, indie definitely. His newest song, BS, highly recommend it. It came out September 10th. I didn't first know about this song until like late October, and it's been nonstop. I listen to it at least 3 times a day. It's so good. So BS by Still Woozy. If you've never heard of Still Woozy, highly recommend listening to his full discography. He has one EP out, and then just a bunch of singles that date back all the way to 2017. So if you listen to Still Woozy, also listen to the song Cheesin' by Cautious Clay. Still Woozy's on this song, and it's just a really good song. So the vibe of Still Woozy, it's like, I don't even know how you would explain it. It's like a fall drive, like the leaves are orange and red, and like right now, like in Louisville right now, it's like warm. It's like 70 degrees, which if you think about it a little too hard, that's probably not the best thing for it to be 70 it's 80 right now. Wow, for it to be 80 in November, but it is. It's almost mid-November too, but yeah. So like a cool fall drive, Still Woozy, windows down, just wind in your face. Like that's the vibe that I. So if I play this song the first little bit, will it pop up on? I think it will, right? Don't be mad, I don't know how much I can play, but that's the first 8 seconds of the song. So if you like the first 8 seconds, you'll probably like the second 2.5 minutes of it. But highly recommend it. It's a great song. Still Woozy is a great artist. That's about all I've got, I think. I'm probably gonna go listen to that song as soon as I start recording to this, because I just got it in my head now, and it's like I started playing it, so I gotta continue playing it. That's all I've got. Been in quarantine since Friday now, so Friday is, I'm on my 4th day. Today's the 4th day of quarantine. And it's been, it could be better, but look on the bright side, 10 more days and I'll be out. So thank you for listening. I'm going to try and make, you might be asking, why haven't I made an episode every day in quarantine? I don't know. Actually, I do know, but I'm going to get around to it, hopefully every day from here on to the end. So it's 10 episodes in a row, which would be sick, daily. I also want to make a new YouTube video, just something. I don't know what I'd do. Just talk about quarantine and everything. But yeah, that's my life right now. If you enjoyed listening to today's video, today's podcast, if you're listening to this on YouTube, drop a like, subscribe. If you're listening to this on Spotify, again, I don't know how you found the podcast right yet, but if you did and you enjoyed, follow. Podcasts come out hopefully every day, as often as I can crank them out. That's when they'll come out. So thank you for listening. It's been fun. I've been Joseph Gilatek. This has been the 1214 podcast. Listen to us anywhere that's allowed, just on Spotify and YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the 1214 podcast. I don't know what to post on Instagram and Twitter besides saying go listen to the podcast, but yeah, so that's all you really should be doing right yet. That's all I've got. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you guys in the next podcast. Hopefully I hit the right stop button this time, and